be clear. The claims that were used about the public donation to buy a home or anything else are completely false.
Really?
We have not received a single dime from the Give, Send, Go fundraiser. And the co-founder has stated that clearly.
Right.
In the reality, we were just notified yesterday that we could begin to withdraw funds.
Do simping.
And it still takes several days to receive those funds once a request is made. I don't know why we are being targeted and discriminated against before a fair trial.
Let me get this straight. Karmelo Anthony's family raised over $538,000 for his defense through Give, Send, Go. They just upped it to $1.4 million, and Karmelo just filed an indigent packet, which basically is saying that he's financially destitute and doesn't have enough money for his own defense.
Yeah, got a show for y'all. Got a damn good show. But before we get to today's video, don't forget, got a giveaway going. Cummins Turbo Diesel.
Our biggest giveaway ever.
Our biggest giveaway. You damn right it's our biggest giveaway.
Tell them about it.
Cummins, shut up, I will. Cummins Turbo Diesel and $10,000 in cash. But if you missed it, we're also giving away a King Ranch F-250 camper. That's over $250,000 in white privilege. To get in and win, just go to my website, officialhorsetwins.com. Anything you buy on the site, get you automatically.
This is the greatest country on this planet. You know why?
Especially when you're
You know why it's the greatest country? You got a couple black guys giving away white privilege. All right, so look, the black community is totally turned on.
I wouldn't say that. That's a strong statement. Totally turn on them?
Well, they're waking up.
It's against their nature to turn on him.
Well, they're waking up.
Some of them woke up, but to say if black people have turned on Karmelo Anthony, that's a bold-faced lie.
Yeah, well, this is BLM all over again.
Yeah, but that's
Look like they would learn their lesson.
That's against a sub-Saharan's nature.
Yeah, but anyway, so they went to court and they was Karmelo Anthony's family want a public defender. I mean, you just raised $500,000 and they just raised it to 1.3. They want another 800,000, but they're saying they're destitute. They don't have money for a defense.
No, that's crazy, man. Y'all got the money, man. I want y'all to get y'all a little dream team going like OJ did. Get you some Johnny Cochran action. You know?
Get some of that Shapiro action.
You don't want that public defender. That public defender, man, he ain't gonna do nothing. He just gonna show up.
Yeah.
But he has an attorney. I think his last name is Howard. His retainer is like between $10,000 to $30,000, $400 or $500 an hour. But didn't y'all just buy a house and a car? What makes this funnier? I gotta take my glasses off for this.
That's why they destitute. They got nowhere for the.
Where all that money go? They spent it all.
That's what I'm thinking.
Black people. It makes it hilarious. Cause now the same people that was like, he ain't doing nothing, it's self-defense, they're the main ones off. Hell no. What the, I ain't donating no, what y'all do with all the money? Black people down 100 this year so far.
Yeah. They down 1,000.
The same people that were like me came at me. Oh, you're a race traitor. You're supposed to stand with him because he's black. And I will never do that, right? Because I'm black. And I've seen people like his mother, his father, and him. And his ass mama up there with the crocodile tears and his punk daddy standing right next to her. that whole thing, I didn't even feel nothing.
He was up at sipping.
Yeah, wiping the tears off of
What he was doing, he was playing to the camera.
Yeah.
He was trying to gain more sympathy for his family so they can get more money. That was all a show. It was all an act.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. She's up there crying and she still has her
Crying.
son. Yeah, the funny thing is, she's up there still crying.
You're right.
She still has a son.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to be in jail and he's going to become a bottom boy, but at least you got him.
Feel nothing, no nothing. And I'm an empathetic person. I just didn't feel anything. And you guys came at me. And now you guys see it was all bull. And now you're upset. Do better, black people.
That's impossible.
Stop identity politics. It's not gonna work. It's just not.
You can't fix that.
Bye.
I have a question. Have anybody up here heard the Anthony family apologize to the Metcalf family for
She's got her blinker on. Do you hear that?
Yeah.
It's driving me crazy. I don't hear any smoke detectors, but she's got a blinker going.
you know what I'm saying, for what their son did? I know they didn't do it, but that's their kid. So you sit up here saying you need more money. I know why you need more money. God don't bless no mess. Y'all black people donated all that money to them folks. You know what I'm saying? And now look at, now they need more money. Now they asking the judge for a court appointed attorney. Come on now. That don't make no sense. What happened to all that money? If God was in it, it's no limit. Apologize.
Well, they didn't have Al Sharpton, but they had that other fake ass wannabe Al Sharpton. He took his cut and bounced. So you won't see him no more.
I think he's talking about this guy.
Yeah. He kept saying his network over and over and over.
Yeah, this guy has, I can't remember exactly how many felonies is on this dude's record,
Right.
but he's a convicted felon.
Yeah. Multiple felonies.
Yeah.
He didn't make just one mistake.
He kept
He
making-
made multiple mistakes.
Right.
He's the other one that knew that Karmelo Anthony was guilty and didn't care. He just wanted a couple extra $100,000 in his pocket. There's a lot of money in race hustling. A lot of money in race hustling. It's because black people are some of the most silliest and gulliblest motherfuckers out there on the planet Earth. All you got to do is mention the race, and boom, you got them.
Got him.
That's how fucking silly they are. They're so easy to be manipulated. So they all knew he was guilty. They took the money and bounced. You'll never see him again. You'll never see that dude, that lawyer they had. You never see none of them. They're all gone.
I think he's still
The job is completed.
Yeah.
What made whomever decide?
Now, he was talking about people like this.
Yeah.
Listen what she's
She's a
got to
fool.
say. Yeah. Total.
Well, what do you expect? That's the most educated demographic of people in this country. Black women.
Yeah, that's what Democrats say, huh?
They're so educated, they're stupid.
To get on social media and put out that lie that Karmelo Anthony's daddy was requesting more money from people because Karmelo Anthony was now going to have a public defender. Mike Howard, the last time I checked, and anything that I can still find, states clearly that he's the attorney for Karmelo Anthony. Do y'all not know the amount of attorneys that would be salivating at the chance to get Karmelo Anthony's case, even if they had to do it pro bono? Because
What crack is she smoking? Mm-hmm. Who is salivating for a guy claiming self-defense at a track meet? Because he was sitting under the wrong tent area and it was telling him to leave.
Yeah, I know. If anything, whoever takes his case, they're going to look at him like, man, you know that dude is guilty of sin, and you representing that guy.
This is who guy was just talking. This is who he was talking about.
of what and the amount of attention that it would garner the legal firm that they're working with, or their own legal firm if they were working independently. Y'all are so quick and with it. It's not. I know, of course, some white person more than likely put this out, so it's not.
Okay, fitting all kinds of stereotypes.
Yeah.
The dumbest, but they claim they're the smartest demographic in the country,
Yeah.
and they're actually probably the most racist.
Yeah. Not all publicity is good publicity. Like, if I'm an attorney and I'm starving for attention and I want a big case to put my name out there, I'm not going to represent a white guy who committed a hate crime, who took out a whole family inside of a black church or something.
Yeah,
you
you're
know?
not going to want to represent a
Yeah.
black kid who
Yeah.
stabbed another kid
Right.
at a track meet and claimed self-defense and then take off running, and the murder weapon's
Yeah.
never been found.
People are going to look at you like you're a scavenger, like you have no soul.
I'm not surprised by any of them that jump to believe this, wholeheartedly without any proof, even though no matter how nonsensical this shit was. But it's the black people, for me, y'all that claim that you were Team Karmelo Anthony, that were so quick to want to jump ship and flip on the fact of believing that. Do y'all know that that's how they always try to... So as soon as this case comes out, now there's an alleged video that's been released. When you should already know that there would be nothing like that would be released or leaked or anything like that. That's the first thing. Now it's that his dad, because they're trying to already, like I told y'all, shift the public opinion and now make him, because they don't really have anything, which is what I feel. Like I told you, I still feel that this first degree is a better choice, because I don't think that they're going to be able to meet all the parameters of what needs to be met in order for them to convict Karmelo Anthony for the unaliving of Austin Metcalf. But for me, y'all, Quit believing and pushing this rhetoric out here. This is precisely what they want, especially within the black community. And to make you feel like, oh, you were fools for donating to the cause. You were fooled for supporting him. Even though, like I tell people, and just have even stopped writing, like, I'm welcome to support whomever I choose to support. But the point is that it ain't about color, and you're not going to make it about color for me, because it would have been like irrespective of what his.
Wait a minute, it's not about color.
Yeah, that's the reason why you donated to him, because
Yeah.
he's a black kid who stabbed a white kid.
Yeah, every argument you just made has been based off color.
Yeah. And you are a fool. You donated to a person who stabbed a kid at a track meet.
If you could go inside of this woman's mind,
So
that
cool.
is a dark place.
Yeah. If that was your kid, you have a total different perspective.
Yeah, that died.
Color was, I still would feel the same way if I stood on other principles. But y'all
You ain't
people that have now jumped to want to get on the other side, you disgust me and my other me's.
Is those contacts?
Yeah.
She looked crazy.
She looked crazy with that blue purplish hair and them green contacts.
Hey, Kevin, we discussed her.
I can't believe people actually went out and donated to a kid.
Oh,
stabbed
they're
a
still
kid at a track
donating.
meet.
They're still donating. Look at this. 57 minutes ago, $40. 2 hours ago, $18. 2 hours ago, $100.
And it always says anonymous.
This might be fake and just getting people to donate.
Well, how
20
much is
bucks.
it up to now?
It doesn't look like it's growing much. It's
Yeah,
still
it's
at
been
5.
stuck at
Oh,
5.1.
well, it's been at 538, I think. It's up
Yeah.
3,000.
Yeah. So they're trying to keep all that money. They got a public defender.
Well, they asked for a public defender because they're destitute. This is just one big scam. You can't even keep up with all the lies.
Yeah.
This kid sucks, and he sucks because
But-
his family sucks.
Yeah, but Keith, the thing is this: you got to qualify for a public defender.
Yeah, based on
They've
income.
got all these donations. They don't qualify for a public defender. You have to get an attorney, and that attorney, if he's got any brains, if he is a public defender, you have to pay him.
Yeah.
You got too much assets. You got money. You got a give, send, go. You 500. You do not qualify for a public defender because you have means to pay for it.
Well, I'm curious to see how this is going to pan out if they're given a public defender.
Yeah, nobody's going to represent them for free. You got all that money to give, send, go. Nobody's going to represent you.
Yeah, whole family sucks.